Big Boys Neighborhood, we are after the show. Thank you for hanging out with us, man. Today is Monday, June 19th. Summer kickoff week is going down in the neighborhood, man. That's what we're talking about today, the things that you hate about summer because there's so much love about summer. And Louis G, he started his boot camp. Yeah, man, his summer body boot camp.
Summer
that
body.
We have trainers coming through, man. Big up to Harut, who came down today and worked you to where you threw up.
Yes, exactly. And that's what you wanted, right? You said make sure he throws up or else he's not a trainer.
I didn't think you were going to do it in the first 5 minutes.
Dude, it's so hard to work
that
out like that.
I like how you attacked early. No need to procrastinate. Like, man, Big want me to throw up. I'm getting this out the way first.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how long we're going to do this segment.
For you.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Show you right. Well, let's go after the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and start off with I-Day after the show. I-Day.
Oh, my goodness, you guys. So the cop that killed Philando Castile was found not guilty of all charges. And, like, literally, like, when I read that, like, my eyes watered because it's just so frustrating. It's like we saw it happen. If you guys remember, it was about a year ago. His girlfriend like Facebook Live the entire thing. The officer pulled them over. I don't remember exactly for the reason, but you hear Philando letting the officer know, I do have a gun, and it's at the same time that the officer is asking him for his driver's license, right?
Right.
So when he tells the officer that, he's like, okay, the officer's like reaction isn't like, where is it? Or like, where's your license to carry? It's immediately, don't grab it, don't pull it out, right? And you can kind of already hear the cop panicking. And Philando's telling him, I'm not pulling it out. I'm reaching for my driver's license. I'm reaching for my driver's license. And then you just hear the fires ring out. And he shoots him like 7 times, if I remember correctly.
Not only did he shoot him like that, you know what I'm saying? It was his girl in the car and the
little
baby.
girl was in the back
and that's
seat.
why when like Philando, his mom went on just put the camera on herself and it was like, I can't believe that this happened, you know? And she said it. You know what I'm saying? I love how she was like, I don't have to be politically correct right now. And she said it. And she was like, who brings a baby to a gunfight?
Right.
You know, and my thing is this. Now, I understand that being a peace officer, I know there's difficulties with that. But also there's an expectation because you're trained.
Exactly.
There's also there's training techniques. I even went through where they put you through the simulator and where you're gonna, you know, somebody jump out. Do you shoot or do you hold it? Come on, man.
And then that's like
and to be found. I mean, just get off on everything. Like video doesn't help anymore
at all. And it's like it almost makes you feel like there's no hope, like exactly because of the video. And it's not the first case that there is a video present and still it just feels like no justice is served, like whatsoever. Like the cops are always going to be right and you're always going to be wrong no matter what. And it just feels so unfair
and
because it's one too many all the time.
If I see it on video and we're not looking through biased eyes, you hear it, you see it, you know what I'm saying? Like there's sometimes where you see something you're like, damn, dude did have that, or he should have, or such
he was
and such, not even a whatever it is, like damn, why did he do, you know?
Right.
But this is another one of those where it like it's murder. My thing is this, if I did that, and I'm not even saying to a police officer, if I did that to anyone and it was on, somebody recorded it, there's no way in the world that I'm going to be let off. You have more problems with somebody breaking in your house and defending your family than some of these officers, how they just get off. And then, God forbid, if you were to do anything close to an officer and it got caught on their body cam or their dash cam, whatever. You mess with them, the police dog gets more rights than you as a human being.
That's so
and I'm not saying you need to go out and hurt a dog over there, but I'm saying that the dog is recognized more than you are as a human being. The dog is more recognized as a peace officer than you are as a human being, man. That is crazy.
It is. And it just like, I literally was like just stuck. Like, are you serious? Like this is going to continue to happen? And like,
that officer's heart and mind, he know he shouldn't be free.
Yeah, man, for sure, dog.
His wife know, his kid, whoever, his mother, they know.
Family.
You pray that he doesn't have a problem, but his family know that he shouldn't have been off. He knows that.
And the video is so messed up, man. Just after he shoots him, like he's literally just pointing the gun at him still, like if he's going to do anything, like he's helpless. Like he's not going to
My thing is this though, like this isn't a state where they're allowed to carry firearms. If I'm telling you that I have a firearm, like why do you panic? Like when you know that there's people out there that can carry. Like that shouldn't have been.
He was licensed,
right? He was licensed. That shouldn't have been his reaction. Like to me, like he wasn't trained properly. To say, obviously,
yes, I do have, and I don't even know if his gun was on his person. Yeah, right. I don't know if for some reason, and I don't want to definitely rewrite anything, but I don't know if he was in his glove or whatever. But for them to for you to say, do you? And I say, or I just volunteer, hey, I do have a firearm. I'm doing what, if I took a test or if you tell me to disclose, I'm doing what you're telling me to. Yep. I'm not somebody that has a concealed weapon tucked under my ass cheek that's ready to hurt you. And then you already pulled me over and you know that my girl is next to me and I have my baby in the back seat.
Yeah, it was so
you didn't observe the whole scene. Yeah. You came with blinders on and tunnel vision. You didn't see the baby in the back.
It was so horrible. I rewatched the video.
I hope that you are in a mental prison for the rest of your life. Being that we couldn't lock your bitch ass away, I hope that you are in a mental prison and you never forget that you are a fucking murderer. That's exactly what you are. To anybody else that kill like that, you are a murderer. Just because you have a uniform on with a motherfucking badge, you are a murderer. 100%. And you know it and God know it. You're a murderer.
I was in a situation one time too where I was driving with my one of my boss, Chris, and he has a nice Land Rover, Caucasian cat, right? But the cops did pull us over and he did ask him, do you have a weapon? He said, yes, I have a concealed weapon in the glove compartment. And it was just crazy how there was no like crazy resistance from the cop. It was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like just like, all right.
You know what it is too, Louis?
Like, okay.
It's not all police officers.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm
too.
saying? Like, he probably could have revealed that to someone else, you know. And Castile probably was, you know, it was that police officer. You know, there's some. Do you have such in the car? Yes, I have my firearm. Where is it? All right, don't reach for it. You know that kind of thing. You know.
Damn. And I was watching the video, and at the end, like it just made me so sad. Like one of Philando's like last words was like, "I wasn't reaching for it." Like literally, those were like some of his last words, and it just like really broke my heart. And it's really frustrating to see this over and over again. And it's obviously a failed
shot in the back. You know
it's a failed system, and I don't believe that. Just because you're a cop, you should be allowed to kill. Like you need to be retrained and not to kill.
How do you become that above the law?
Above God, like
yes,
like what?
Above that, someone can look at this and say no. And I'm telling you, if it had been turned around,
it would have been.
You know
outrage.
what I'm saying? Like it would have been a total outrage. You know, total. Even if you're in your car and a police officer does, like say for instance, I'm sitting at my house and you kick my door in and I shoot you thinking that you're an intruder and you are a police officer. I would have more problems doing that with you kicking down my door than that police monster had with taking brother's life. That is ridiculous, man. All righty. Well, let's clean it up a little bit, man. Let's go to Louis.
So I went to the Future concert over the weekend,
Go ahead now.
It was so dope, dog. He brought out Drake. So when he brought out Drake, yeah, man, it was lit. So the crazy thing about it was, Big, everybody around me was smoking, right? And then I see a parent come in with like the son that was like 10 or 11 years old, dog. And they were in their assigned seats, but people around them are smoking, not giving a damn. And like, I was just tripping out. Like kids are getting younger and younger at these concerts, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's all ages to go to any of these concerts, and everyone's smoking. And
that's
getting
the last concert you take your son to. Right. I was like, whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, but it's crazy. He stood there. They stood there the whole time. Not once did he try to move, whatever it was. But just to have him in that like environment was crazy to me.
Yeah,
dog.
I see a lot of little ones at the shows now.
A lot.
Because I was getting contact high. Like
they
I know
hear
for
it
sure.
everywhere. They hear it, you know, on radio, and you know, now they got, you know, the little ones got their own devices where they're going. You know, they're making music leads, they doing everything. So of course they want to see them.
It sucks because it's not like, oh, you can't come, you know, type thing. But as a parent, you should already know kind of like what you're exposing and taking your kids to, because it's also like the adults that are there want to have fun and like enjoy themselves.
Yeah, like when my kids got of age where they found out like what daddy doing, they want to go. We took them to a show and it was like, oh, okay, well, you know what, we probably, you know, and I'm dad, I can move them away. Yeah. I'm big boy, I can take them backstage. I can, you know what I'm saying? But even like they used to a certain lyric that it's not performed the same way in concert, you know what I'm saying? So, and then Ray Shrimmer reach out and pull your kids on stage.
I helped him get up there.
I kind of
you know what I'm saying? Thank you, I-Day, for pushing my kids up there.
It was a great moment.
But one moment when I go backstage, Ray Shrimmer going to a record and pull my kids up.
It was awesome. I'll never forget that.
We do this a dance at the camp that I volunteer at. It's like in the middle of the week and everyone gets in the mess hall. And what we do is like I actually have like a DJ who like kind of makes a pre-mix for me. And I always have to sit with them and I worry about the music that we want to put in the mix for the kids to dance to it. And like I say, like they're like, well, what can I play? What can't I play? And I said, well, I guess if it's on the radio, you can play it. But then all of a sudden we're at camp and you hear like Bad and Bougie go off and it's just like, wait a minute, I'm not sure if this is okay.
Even those need another edit. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to you, Natalia, real quick, baby.
You guys know that show Wife Swap, right? So where a wife goes into another family and they hang out for like a week and they experience a new family. Well, I didn't see this story that there is this kid who just shot his real mother and brother and that family was on Wife Swap.
Damn. See, I've watched Celebrity Wife Swap. I've seen the other one, but damn.
Yeah, and so like the family he came from was very religious because you know they always find these extreme families.
Really
some are like.
Why do I feel like I saw that episode?
They're like so religious that they weren't allowed to listen to the radio. They weren't allowed to watch TV. And if you wanted to listen to the radio, based on certain chores that you did, you would collect coins and then you would get like 15 minutes to listen. And then, of course, it'd be like a specific radio station. They just like, they couldn't date. They were very restricted. So the woman who went into their home is now coming out and saying that, you know, I experienced this family. I know what they were going through. I feel like the kid snapped because he was so being controlled.
And he killed who?
His mother and his brother. And then he tried to kill himself. But like, it just, I guess like they said that when the deputies came in, that's when he turned the gun on himself and it was a failed attempt at a suicide. So he's in like critical condition right now. But yeah, they're like, oh my God, I feel so bad for that family.
Horrible, man.
But it's crazy. Like I was reading the story, it was blowing my mind just thinking like, whoa, this family was on like reality TV.
Reality TV is crazy.
Yes, it is.
Remember the little dude, and it wasn't, they were trying to get his show. Remember, what was his name? Balloon Boy? Whatever happened to him? Remember?
Oh my God, they pretended.
Yeah, and he was hiding in the house. You remember that? Man, we can go on and on with these.
Yeah, that was so old school.
Yeah, remember that?
Yes.
That was
crazy.
hilarious.
They had me sitting there watching that garbage.
Where'd he go?
The dude was at the crib, man. Pops trying to get a TV show.
bad.
On your Pops. We're going to go ahead and give you guys back your day. Thank you for hanging out with us after the show. We appreciate it, man. Remember, you can always catch Big Boy's Neighborhood on RadioBigBoy.com. Listen on demand. You never miss a show. Never miss a moment. Big Boy on demand. And make sure when you go to RadioBigBoy.com, you subscribe. All righty. Enjoy the rest of your day. We are Big Boy's Neighborhood, and we are gone.